All right. She made it back to Will's Point. We pulled her on back here to the back side of the shop on that fresh concrete, the Executive Cruiser, and we're gonna get going on her. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a battery charger on her. Pull this fuel tank off. It came off over here on the left side. She's bone dry. We're gonna clean her out. We're gonna pre-mix her. I'm just not a trusting of an old VRO system. So on the next video, we will be removing the VRO system, and I might go ahead and do like I did on the Nitro 165. Go ahead and get a new fuel pump that eliminates that. Clean it up real good. Get rid of our line right here, and just go ahead and hop on off into all that. Now I will run. The next video we'll charge the battery up. We'll run a compression test on it. We'll check the lower unit. We'll run through some basic stuff where we'll just dive off into to each and every part of it, and check it out for you. So yeah, we're back home. Praise the Lord. Back here in one piece, all good. Tires and everything rolling on there good. This one actually is cooler now than what it was to start with, so I don't know. Thank you, Lord. God bless y'all. All right, so lower unit looks good. We're gonna hop on in here to run a compression test on here. And we do have the good, correct, Champion QL77JC4, which is what they recommend, not NGK. Look at the quick condition of them, looks pretty good. That one looks good. Like I said, don't know what was done last to this thing or anything of that nature. All three spark plugs look good, so I'll run a compression on here. Like I said, we're not gonna use the VRO. On this thing, don't even know how old that gas is in there, so we're gonna pre-mix our own. All right, there goes cylinder one. See if that battery's charged up enough. Yeah, it is. Seems to be charged up pretty good. Looks like what is that? Just below 140. We'll call it just hair below 140. Let's run it one more time. Kick this auction ATEC battery charger up to start. All right, let's run this again. Almost the same, about 140. That's good. All right, let's go to cylinder two. This motor here is probably pretty much identical to the Nitro 165 that we did. The lower unit and everything on. This is just a 60 horse. All right, cylinder two. Pretty much identical, hair below 140. Try it again. Same thing, just right below 140. All good. Let's go down to cylinder three. All right, cylinder three. Maybe just a hair lower, maybe 135. Looking like a little closer. Yeah, 130, 135. So it's just within 10% of the others, so just a hair bit lower. I don't have any fuel hooked up to this thing right now, so we're not drawing any fuel into the carburetors or anything like that. Next, we're gonna grab a spark tester and check for spark. All right, we got the key turned on. Got the lanyard in there, the kill switch in case you fall overboard. Got it tied on in there. And I didn't hook up my spark tester. I got them down here, but I said, let's just try this. So, you ready? You getting it?
What am I getting?
Look at the spark.
Oh, I don't see a spark. But...
Get down close into it. I think you're looking up there. Okay, here we go. All right, go to the next one. All right, and the last one. We got some hot spark there. We're getting close. We're in good shape, almost ready to go. All right, so going to pull the drain plug out and vent plug out and just check out and see what kind of condition this thing's in here. But somebody tightened them up tight, so we're gonna very gently use our air hammer here, just bump it. And there it was, just rolled it around. Get in a little closer up here. Okay. Don't try this unless you're a professional. You might mess up something. Water or oil? Let's hope for oil. Man, that thing's still tight. Yeah, we've got oil. Little milky at the bottom, but no metal on it, so it's always a good sign there. It's not much flowing out because I still got the vent in up there, but I just kind of want it for initial purposes, just to see what this looks like. I'm going to pull the vent out, just make sure it's not like majorly overfilled. If it was majorly overfilled, had water in it, you'd have oil coming out up here when I pull this out. Alright, and it's not. We'll service it before we take it out. We just want to do just initial check on this engine. Last registration on the boat showing 2005. That's 20 years ago, but it's got a 2023 battery on it. Pretty fresh, so we're gonna run. Alright guys, we're back on to the pontoon boat. The Evinrude VRO. So we kind of looked at the VRO before. We decided we're not gonna do the VRO. We're gonna get away from that. Just looking at the last time this thing was registered was 2005. So it's been a while. The oil in it was pretty dirty, pretty nasty looking. So we weren't gonna take the chance on that. And plus, too, when I primed up the primer bulb on the fuel was squirting out of the fuel pump part of the VRO. So what we've done is we just decided, all right, we're gonna pull the pump is right there. We're gonna go and do it's just regular pump like we did before. Went ahead and pulled the carburetors off. Got some new carb kits. Got the top two done. The last one I left off for a reason, because since we're gonna fix this thing up and sell it, we're gonna put an impeller in there. We're gonna drop the lower unit. If y'all remember this style doesn't have the bolt for the shift linkage right down. Get my fuel lines out of the way. There's my pulse hose right down there. So this style is the one where you pull the pin out and then you move the linkage, and that right there moves that pin in and out of the pin coming up, and so it slides in. So when you pull it back, it pulls it out of there. So we're free from there, but and it's still hard to see. You still can't really see it, but being able to see that pin. Well, not a good way to see it. But anyways, with this with the air box off and that lower carburetor off, it makes it a whole lot easier. So while I was in here, I said I want to go ahead and do this now. So like we said, we had pulled the drain plug before, and oil looks good on this thing. So I went ahead and drained out the oil in it. That's our oil. And I've taken out all the bolts. I'm getting ready to drop this thing and put an impeller in it. put the, once I get that done, then I'll put the last carburetor in it, which we got it right there, just waiting on us, ready to go. The fuel pump, so you can buy fuel pump with the bracket and all that. It's like, I don't know, it's about $100 or so. So I just went and this one is not that one. This one here feeds out over there for the pulse. It doesn't have the third port on it, just has 2 ports, which that one moves around. So, because the other one mounted in this VRO, so this is a non-VRO fuel pump. Got the pulse and the fuel in and the fuel out. So what I did before on that Nitro 165 that we did was use this, but we bought a kit that had the basically also has this another bracket going down through here, going across the back side. That'll angle down through here. That'll give us something to bolt to. So I found a couple different pieces. I got several of these wrenches for my grinders and stuff. I think they're Harbor Freight ones. So I got to looking at it and I thought, you know, I could make me a piece go across there and probably get it to where it will line up with the bolt holes. So, well, I've got some aluminum out there. So this fuel pump come off of another motor that I've got out there. So if I need one when I get ready to put it together, then I'll get another fuel pump. But I've got several motors out there. But I did go ahead, in case this one does need a diaphragm kit, I went ahead and ordered one from Johnson, Evander BRP. So boat.net. So got that coming, but in the meantime, we're still gonna make our bracket and get our impeller done. So that's where we're at. I want to make this into a good little running fishing boat for somebody. All right, I got the lower unit off down here. So I used to think that you know, you got these big force splines, that these were usually the non-VRO motors, but I've learned that they're not. This is a VRO motor, and it does have a force spline. Unlike that Nitro that we did, it was a VRO motor and it had the fine spline. So so this one being a earlier model like this on the keyway, it's gonna be the bigger keyway, because the later ones use the smaller one, because there's a difference in there that I ran into. Did that video on, if you put the wrong keyway in there, it'll work for a little bit and then it'll start slipping, and then you'll intermittently or have no water coming up to the engine, overheating, no water on your telltale. So we'll go over that as soon as we put the impeller in. All right, guys, we are back on to the 1987 Sweetwater Executive Series. We got Miss Pepper here as usual. She's hanging out to check us out here. Mr. Tux is up there holding down the driveway. So it's been a bit since we've been back on this thing. Life sometimes kind of gets that way, get one pushed out to the side and another. But where we had left off the last time was pulling out the lower unit. We did get the lower unit pulled off. Got a actual seal kit from original OMC off of eBay. Got the lower unit completely taken apart. All new seals in there. The oil was good in it, if you remember, but I wanted to go ahead and go through and reseal that. So hey, as y'all watch this video, I just want to kind of give an introduction to you. Yeah, we've been purchased this thing back in October, so almost 6 months till now till we're getting back on it. But sometimes this does happen, so y'all watch and enjoy, and we'll walk you through what all we've been doing to this boat here. All right, hooked up, loaded up, ready to go out for the maiden voyage here. It's a decently warm Sunday afternoon, so we're gonna head out here to the state park and give her a try, see how she does. All right, so we made it out here to the Lake Tawakoni State Park. We got a north wind blowing in here today. This is the swimming area right over here, and in the parking lot, just a beautiful little park. And there's a boat ramp over here. We're gonna back off in over here and just leave it on the trailer, let this thing run, kind of see how how she's gonna go, how she's gonna respond to it. All right, on the boat ramp, let's hop up here and see what she does. Go ahead and trim it down a little bit here. Looks like the trim's kind of bleeding down a little bit on its own. Go down a little bit more. That'd be good. Kick the high idle up here. Let her run, see how she's gonna do. side. Okay, well, we're gonna put in a rewind, come on back in. She looked like she might have either ran out of fuel. The fuel tank should have been full. It looked like the bulb had pulled all the way down, so we're gonna get back in here and check it out for a second, see what she's doing. The filter's not staying full of fuel even when we're priming it with the bulb, so I don't know if we got something going on in these tanks, sucking air somewhere. So we'll get back to the house. We're gonna give some more work on it, but boat floats, engine runs good, has good performance. It's a pretty neat little pontoon boat, not necessarily little, 24 foot, but fun pontoon boat, so hopefully it'll make a good one for somebody. We're gonna go ahead and load it up and we're gonna head on back to the house. Okay, so next day after taking the boat out, pulled the drain plug, found this pontoon right here had some water in it, so we're gonna pressure that thing up, see if we can find where the leak is at and get that welded back up. Got the transom ordered here. We're gonna go ahead and replace that. It's old, it's aged, it needs to be replaced. That could be welded back up right there. About $100. Looks like enough to really actually do about 2 of these off pontoon stuff.com. 3/4 by 3/4. So we're coming up with the 1.5 inch, and it is actually already glued together, marine grade. Cut it out, put it in. We'll use the cherry picker or the A-frame to pick the motor up, get it off there, leave all the cables hooked up, and do that. So yesterday the problem what we were experiencing was running out of fuel and not being able to prime this up. So what I did today was we changed out the fuel filter. The bulb, I tested the bulb. So what I did was I just took it loose here, put it down in fuel, took the pump, made sure it would pump and squeeze and it was flowing like it should. I had doubts on my connection, so I switched over to this style connection with some that I had in here. This in here is pretty simple. It's just a different style. There's lots of different styles out there. As long as they'll screw in to here with the correct threads and the right hose size for there, you can use different ones on there. So so the bulb was good. I switched over there to that style, double checked it. Everything's looking good. I left the same style up here. I didn't have another one of these of this style to fit on here, but it was flowing well out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the cover off and go on the inside here. Okay, so with the cover off here, I'll be able to take the line off right here where it goes up to the fuel pump and test that and make sure that we're flowing properly through these fittings here. Make sure that these fittings aren't causing a problem. This hose has got a good kink in it here, and got a kink in here I really don't like. I put this piece of hose on there trying it, but I really don't like that, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different. If I'm gonna have to kind of loop or do something different, put some fittings in there, I'm gonna change this up a little bit. So that's another piece on there. Once we get that done, then we'll be ready to get back out there and test this thing out. I'm also wanting to do a here's my wiring going here for my tilt, and it's got a bunch of extra as far as what I'm seeing in here. I'm just kind of following it. It's coming off of the power box up there with the fuses, comes in through here, runs through all of here, comes down here, goes in here to my tilt motor. So I'm gonna see if I can't put me a switch in here like I know some of them have. It's so frustrating having to get up and down to tilt and raise the motor. So I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna go out back here and see what I got out back, see if I might kind of grab something up here. And I need to bring the Skeeter Hawk. I keep telling you we're gonna get on the Skeeter Hawk, so it's gonna get on the little boater here. We got our bar here on the back. Let's go grab this boat right quick out back, and a few pieces I need to get off of another one here. Okay, so the boater is the B7500. Y'all watch some of the videos on this. We've got this thing wrapped up. We've serviced it. We've worked on 3-point. We've rebuilt cylinders. We've done lots of work to it, and it is up for sale. $9,000 cash. Great little tractor. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, I'm gonna continue on. It's a great little tractor to have around here, but I can't keep everything and keep paying every single bill that comes in here. I believe in the Lord for provisions. I also believe in when he says to get rid of something to sell it, that I do need to obey that and sell it. So let's go back here and grab this boat right quick and see if we got any switches or anything out here that might help us out. All right, nice and handy having the tractor out here because we got I don't know, probably 1.5 inches of rain, and it's a little wet out here. It's nice having this little kabuki come over here and help us out. So, all right, let's search around here, see what we can find to help us. This right here gonna be a pretty neat boat. We're gonna get on there. Hydra Sports, 18 foot, picked up at auction. Got good compression on this 110 Johnson. Now here's some things I really want to put over there on the pontoon boat. I really like these. I'm gonna borrow these off here, clips to hold the fuel line in there. So I'm gonna come back and grab those things out there for this other boat right now. So let's see about a remote switch button. Tilt. I don't know if any of these even have power tilt. This one here does not. No power tilt there. It's a different style tilt here on this one. No switch or anything out here on the side of this. Got a Parks motor over here. Let's check out this one. The old big Tux over there. This big old Evan Rude, big room. He's enjoying the sunshine out here today. All right, got a switch? No switch. Okay. All right, this one here bypassed the fitting and just screwed right onto it. Okay. So, looks like it might have, that was a telltale, that was a one for a switch there. know if y'all seen this old boat. This is a Hydrodyne, not a Hydro Sport. A little Chrysler on there. Might have some good parts in there. I don't know for sure. We're gonna have to dig off into it one day. So not really looking like I'm finding a switch to use. I might have to go to the hardware store or a automotive parts store and get us one. All right, so let's carry this Skeeter Hawk up there because we gotta get on it and get it going here. Okay, so the fuel line down here coming off of it comes up through here. And honestly, at this one here, I took the VRO off. You can use this one like some of them have done before if you wanted to do away with the valve, the quick connect right there. Benefit of the quick connect is you can slide it on and off here, clip it on there, take it off there. But also, I mean, if you just have a squeeze clamp on here like this, you can put a line on there, put that squeeze clamp on there, and I would feel just fine with that. I don't know if it meets all the regulations, but anyways, so this was a hose there. It might have come off here. I don't remember. I had it in my, just kept onto that hose. So this one here is going to work, and I'll just pull this off, and I check the screen while I'm in here, my pump, and then screw it on there. But this piece right here, it'll pivot to turn to where you can move this in different locations if you want to. So we're gonna get that hooked back up. I did hit my primer bulb going through there just to make sure everything's good, but we can also do it here and make sure that it is flowing all the way through here properly. So maybe I won't squirt gas all over everything. Yeah, I see that fuel flowing out of there just fine. Okay, so we're got good fuel flow, good flow to our pump, so we'll be ready to we'll be ready to test this thing out before you know it. All right, so double checking what I've done here is I've removed my fitting on this. Is this is on the other fuel tank. I'm gonna have to order another fitting on here, but I'm gonna go to have to go to the same ones I just showed you on that style, so that way when I need to switch tanks from that tank to this tank, it'll just be a quick connect on there. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that this does flow, and I can hear it above and see it pushing out through the through here. But just want to make sure that passage is clear, so when I put my new fitting on there, just test to make sure that we're getting good fuel, because boat didn't leave me stranded, but I knew basically what was probably going on with it. So we're gonna get some new fittings on there, and so we got all this hooked back up. Come over here to your priming bulb, prime it up, make sure ain't got no leaks, and we're gonna be good to go. We're gonna kind of rinse this out with a little water here, and then it'll be ready to hook up to the water hose and test here shortly. Okay, got the water hooked up down there. Just had a little test run on it. I'll let it run again, make sure there are no fuel leaks and everything's good. Got quite a bit high of an idle, but I know a lot of times your idle will change once you get it into the water, so we might have to adjust that a little bit. All right, we are down to the air test on the pontoons. So I've got it, got us a gauge down here, and this is the air coming down to there. We're really low, like about 5 psi. So we just got some adapter fittings. This is all pipe thread. I believe that's gonna be 1/2 inch pipe thread, 1/2 inch 3/8, and that's quarter down here. Just real simple. We just I mean, real simple. We can open it up. See, that's about how much air pressure we got in there. Not much. Got a valve on there. So there's many different ways you can do it. This is just about the easiest. And just spray it down with soapy water. As you can see, we got us a small leak here. But we got us a big leak right here. This one here. It's blowing out like crazy. Right in there. Definitely one. That one there probably primarily spends a lot of time not under the water, but very close to it, and then it does obviously go under the water at times for sure, because the water level is probably right around here. But you think about it, there's going to be a lot of water when this thing sinks down. I mean, you can feel that blowing that out of there. And that's just one that had water in it. So let's shut that off. So just to kind of make it a little bit safer doing this, make sure I didn't get any in case the gauge or something fails. I just came in here to my regulator on my air compressor here. Basically just set this thing down pretty much just about as low as it'll go. Mark it there's 20, so we're down, you know, down way below there. So it's a pretty simple and easy way. I'm not an aluminum welder. I want to see if I can get somebody out here to do some welding. I got to do some weld on my JC tri-tune. So we'll go over to the other side. The other side wouldn't show any water in it, but we'll double check it just to see. But it's pretty simple. There's lots of ways you can do it to do some tests on there, but put some air pressure to it. And now this one is a chambered pontoon, so we've got two different sections. So we've got this right here is where one of them ends and the next one starts. This one right here will have to go up to go up here to this fitting right here, take this fitting out on this one here, and adapt in there. Probably put a 9D on here to get it out here and test that front one. Okay, next day we're out here and we're gonna try to do a repair on this ourselves. So we're all about trying to selling to make money and do this. So what we did is we just simply used a die grinder, cleaned up these two welds here. Yeah, watch a little YouTube, you know. Got the propane torch and die grinder. I just cleaned up the aluminum with that, and went to the local hardware store and they got some aluminum brazing rods. So let's 710 degrees, heat up the metal, and then this right here will flow right on into there. So the only way you're gonna get in the water is jump in it. So we got a little, it was blowing out air right around here, so that's where we're gonna focus in on, and put you on this side here. See what we can do. All right, so we need a little bit more heat to get this thing going here. So we got the acetylene torch out, oxygen acetylene torch out. So here we go. Get some heat out of this. All right, guys, so we're back from doing the welding adventure, and this one here seemed to clean up pretty good, but still had a little bit of seepage around here. And this one here, guys, I tried, but no, I made it worse. Got some big holes in here, so I wasn't for lack of trying. Tried different things to cut and torch. But I've reached out to a gentleman that I found on Facebook, and gonna get him to come out here and do some work on it. Come over here, and I tested this one here. This one here's got like a very little. I'll get him to touch that up. Other than that, it looks really good. Sprayed it all down. This one over here though, if I get up in here, you can see it. She got a little problem there. She broke up in here. These are aluminum and aluminum, and we're gonna have to get that one drilled out, get that one repaired. This up over here, we've got a break in this one, and it is leaking up there on the top side. We were able to pressure test this one to get the plug out of it. Had to run a tap down in there. It was kind of buggered up a little bit, but was able to pressurize that one. So these are seamed up right here, 2 chambers. All right, so as we're gonna be getting everything prepped for the aluminum welding repair, got my wood to be in here in 2 days for this. So we've got this hooked up on the A-frame and the chain hoist here, so that way we can leave the steering and majority of the controls hooked up. We're just gonna unbolt this thing and leave it hanging there, kind of hanging out to the side, and then we'll pull the boat up out of the way just a little bit if needed to, or at the top we can just slide this thing around and give us some room to get in here and replace this wood. So looks like first we got 1, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side, and see that wiring is going to stay with the engine. That stays with the engine. These out here, we've got quite a bit of slack, so cables, shift cables, and everything else got some slack. So I think we're just going to leave all that together and just undo these 4 bolts and get this thing out of the way. All right, so we got all the bolts out. That last one, that was kind of a burger. Took a little while to cut, so see if we can get this thing raised up and get it free. So not too bad. Here we are. Let's get our bolts in here. Just got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. We'll have this thing out. All right, there it is. A bit of aged and weathered, but we got a new one coming in from Pontoon stuff. So we'll just match it up and drill all the holes in there that we need. All right, so we got the expert out here today. This is Dylan. He does mobile repair pontoons. I'll show you all his card here in a second. So when you can't get it done yourself, you call in the professional people that do this for a living and know how to do it a little bit better. So he's got him a portable setup out here that he's able to carry around and to do repairs on here. So we'll catch up with you as soon as he gets the big hole that I messed up on there and get it done for us. All right, guys, the next day, Dylan finished up in the dark last night. He had his lights out, man. The guy's just going after it, working it. So here's information on Dylan. He's here out of East Texas, around the Lake Tawakoni area. If y'all needing welding, repairs pontoons, he does custom fabrication, all sorts of cool stuff. So in the daylight, this is what a professional repair looks like. Unlike myself, laid in those beads, filled that thing in, cleaned it up. Got this other one over here, got it all fixed up from where I hadn't got it done nearly as well. This one over here that just had real light seepage on it, he didn't have to do a whole lot, and he was able to do it a whole lot better. He did make note, if you really pay attention to these welds, this is factory welds. These are not really, they're not the prettiest. I get it. They worked and they did, but he can do some very good welding repairs on it. Take you up front here and show you the other one that he did do, where it was broken. He believes it probably been broken since early on, just the way that it was broken and done. That's a pretty one. I didn't touch that. He got the opportunity to come straight in here and to work on that one. Got it done up top, and we are just about ready to go. We've got the transom coming in from Pontoon Stuff, supposed to be today. So we're going to get on this thing. We're going to get it finished. We're going to get it to somebody that's going to make a great multi-purpose boat for whatever they decide to do with it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, delivery day. We got our piece of wood in from Pontoon Stuff. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 4 foot by 2 foot. I didn't measure it, going off by what they said. It looks about like it. So shipping was shipped just like this, no cover over here protecting this, and a little damage on the end there. So this is not enough to make 3 of them. I kind of roughly measured it out. It'll make 2 of the size that I need. So I'm just gonna get up above this, get some good fresh. The other side, being packaged, was about the same way. You know, I just wish it would take a little bit more time to take a little bit better care of it, but you know, I get it. I package stuff, I send stuff. It happens. So we're gonna cut this out just with our Ryobi circular saw. Take our other one over here and just kind of refitted it and marked everything off there, make sure we didn't need to make it any bigger, nothing. Everything looks good, so we're gonna get it cut and get it put on. Well, I think this little Ryobi saw here, she's just about had it, y'all. She lived a good life though. She worked and cut many boards for me. I don't knock Ryobi saws at all. I've worked them hard, and that's all I've pretty much ever used is these battery powered Ryobi saws. So every time I buy a little kit from Home Depot or something, I get another one in there. So there's one in there, there's another one there. So see if I remember which one's the newest one. This one looks like it might be a little newer. We're gonna give it a round by whoo, that electrical smell. That's cutting heavy plywood, so I don't blame the saw at all. Just I use things, and that's what I can afford to do, so that's what we use. All right, let's get this little right over here Give this in a whirl. Okay, we've got the transom mount here. Did a little paint on it. Just some spray paint that I had in there, collecting from these auctions. Just a gray paint. Don't know particularly why I chose to, but I just felt, hey, let's paint this thing. Just give a little extra protection and coating. So we got it painted. Got the holes drilled. So I didn't just go off the holes marked in the old one. I measured up here because this metal was kind of hard to get on here, and it didn't sit down exactly all the way as just like the other one did. So I didn't want to have the motor sitting here and my hole not lined up. So I came over here and I test fit it on the motor. So doing a little test fit on that. Don't just go off what you've got. The wood was a little bit wider than what this was right here, about a 1/4 of an inch or so, but we made it work. Now these right here aren't welded together, but they have to be in pieces to be able to get on here. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to, with the way that they're made. It's not a big deal. These things are screwed together. They're going to be bolted together. Still going to hold together strong. You put some screws in here to hold this metal down. Then we're fixing to use 1/4 inch bolts on here. Y'all remember I had to cut some bolts off. So hey, y'all leave a comment what you think of 3/8 stainless steel bolts. I don't know, I'm guessing that's around 4 inches long. What those things would cost. I had one out back, did a video on with Mr. David Dean where we rescued 2 bolts and pulled some out of there. So that saves a lot of money. Trying to go get and buy all this hardware is very expensive. Like I've always said, if y'all need something, you see something in my video, I do eBay. I have an eBay store. I can ship, I can do all these things. So just let me know, message me through YouTube, or just let me know. I'm here to help y'all out. So I'm gonna drill the holes now that I've got this set in here. So I got my bolts just kind of sitting here. I'm gonna go ahead and drill. I didn't drill through the wood yet because I want to make sure that these are gonna line up properly. So here we go. Okay, what seems to work good here, since I know these holes are going to line up now, make sure your metal is flushed up on there. As far as it's going to go, see it's a little bit wider. All right, failed to notice that there were 2 screw holes here to put in some stainless steel screws to help hold this in. So again, the hardware you see me use is just simply things that I've salvaged off of other boats, because like I said, these things are expensive, and trying to do all this without having this is definitely hard to do. All right, got her bolted in there. Got all 3 on that side, 3 on that side. Yeah, we got a variety of bigger washers, smaller washers. Had to use a lock washer on that one. Couldn't find any more lock nuts. Even searched through my salvage yard out there, and I imagine there are some. I just didn't see any quick and accessible. So now we're ready to move the motor over and set it on. All right, so got all the bolts in here. I had to go scavenge a couple of stainless steel lock nuts because they didn't have them on them before. Get them all matching. Got all of our bolts in here. The inside, I do the round ones up top and the square ones on the bottom. Not necessarily for sure why, but we put it back that way. Pull them down in there. It looks good. We're gonna take the chain hoist loose from it now. Alright guys, we're pulling up to Lake Tawakoni State Park and do a little early morning breakfast, and we're gonna do a little fishing on this pontoon boat that we've been working on. So we're just gonna catch you up on it, and we'll show you a little bit of this breakfast and a little trip out here on the lake. But this is Lake Tawakoni State Park here in Wills Point, Texas. Alright, so here's the boat ramp out here at Lake Tawakoni State Park. The old green truck and the 24-foot Sweetwater. Beautiful morning. We're going to head over here to a little picnic table. Find us one in the shade, and brought us just some basic essentials. We're going to cook up some Italian sausage, put some eggs in there, some little cheese on top, a little fajita seasoning to go with it, and be a beautiful morning here. My percolator, my Coleman stove to cook on. Some squirrels running around here. Lake's up pretty well full. The little Dallas pump station over there. We'll give the fish a little try this morning as we come out, so we'll get some breakfast cooking here in just a second. Ground us up some of this dark and bold espresso roast last night. Right, got the coffee and got it perking. Give it a few minutes, we'll have some coffee. We'll have the word. All right, guys, so we're back at it again here, like I said, a couple months later after doing the bunks on the trailer and just doing minor repairs, continuing testing, and working on this 24-foot Sweetwater. Got them poles out. I'm gonna go do a little bit of trolling over here by this pump station this morning. See if there's any sand bass out here kicking. So I'm gonna do a little courtesy to get past these kayakers over here. All right, here we go. All right, guys, I just want to give you a little bit of a closure on the 1987 Sweetwater pontoon boat, 24-foot with the 60 horse. Ever knew it did make it to a new owner. Wasn't any profit on this boat, but it did turn. It was a good project, good learning, and went to a good family that's got young kids, be able to get out and enjoy it. Took them out on the lake the other day, and this is we're in August right now. So this has been a project that started back in October from the auction pickup. So about a 10-month project. So I just want to get a closure and get a video posted on that. But we're still continuing on and going and buying and selling and just continuing this business as we stepped out and trusted God to provide, and He has. A year later, we're still doing this. Thank y'all as always, and subscribe and continue watching. Thank y'all.